Hello, it's Dr. Jeff Burrowes here, chiropractor at Cedar Family Chiropractic with this month's newsletter. And today we're going to talk about, probably a lot of you noticed I've been walking around with a big black boot on my right foot. A few weeks ago I broke the bone in my foot and been hobbling around. Now a lot of everyone's been asking, how I did it, how I'm doing. And I looked and say, I know it's healing up. I'm not really worried about it. A lot of people say, what do you mean? Well, you're not worried about it. I'm like, the power that made the body is healing my body. That's one thing I don't have to worry about in my life. But one thing I did notice, after a few days wearing the boot, I was fatigued, my digestion was off, I was having some actually low back stiffness and soreness. And, I thought it's the stress. I just broke my foot, stress of that, dealing with it. But then Margarita said, Dr. Jeff, your posture's really off. Your right hip is really high. And then it hit me. I looked at my posture, analyzed it. I said, wow, my hip's way off, but now my body's shifting to one side, my head's going back to the other side. I was subluxated. So I was so happy that day, that Wednesday, I was getting adjusted. I get adjusted on every Wednesday. And he came in and he was able to adjust me, turn my power back on, let that healing go through the best it really can. Luckily enough too, that weekend I was flying out to California for a fantastic chiropractic conference where I saw some great friends. I was able to get my power, continue to get power getting turned on, allowing that healing to really happen with that too. So it's just amazing though, it's on how much posture can really affect our well-being. Now when I was at that conference, I got to hear some great speakers, and one speaker I had to see for a little bit was three-time Olympic gold medal beach volleyball winner Misty May. Now she's been a long-time chiropractic patient. And just speaking about how chiropractic has really helped her really reach the pinnacle of her career. But one thing that really stuck when she was speaking was that she said she doesn't get adjusted to recover from injuries. She gets adjusted to make sure her body's working the best it can so it can recover from injuries the best it can. So she's had loads and loads of injuries throughout her years. But that reason why she gets adjusted is not because of those injuries. She wants to make sure her body's working really the best it can. So everyone out there who is getting adjusted, think about it. You guys are just like an Olympian. Now, getting back to the posture though, it really struck me on how vital posture is to our overall health. I saw it just in a few days on how my body started to react when the posture was off. Now I see people coming in to get checked all the time, and just looking at their posture is just horrible. I just don't understand how people do it. They live the day in, day out, without getting their spine checked, making sure that their power is working the best it can. Now, fortunately, our first subluxation, our first posture imbalance is going to happen because during that birthing process. So a lot of these kids, most of these kids being born today, they're starting their health off at the lowest health that they can. They're never really at the optimal health. So they go through their life not really ever experiencing that optimal health. Now, most people, they usually come to a chiropractor, unfortunately, is when they start having some type of health issues. Over the years, they've had sports injuries, car accidents, sitting at a desk, all the chemicals that we breathe in, put into our bodies from these medications and everything else, causing that subluxation. Then they finally have something that starts happening in their body. A lot of times people say, oh, it's just age, that's why my digestion doesn't work well, that's why my back is hurting me, oh, that's just why I have low energy. No, it's because they were subluxated and never had their spine checked. Now, it's unfortunately, when most people come in, it's going to take them a long time to recover, to get back to the optimal health, because they never were ever at that optimal health. They start feeling better, but still, they're still at the lowest level. They're still climbing that ladder to get up there. Even more sad is when people come in who wait so long in order to correct their spine that there's no correction available. We can never get to that point of optimal health with it too. So that's why it's important to get checked as early as possible with the subluxations. That's why children get adjusted. That's why when I'm adjusting parents, people ask me, and I ask the parents, why is that children getting adjusted? And they want to make sure that their nervous system is working the best it can so that power is flowing through their body. Misty May, why does she get adjusted? Make sure that the power is flowing through her body, working best. Why do I get adjusted? Make sure the power from my brain is getting down into my body to heal up everything, to repair my body with it. So I ask you, if you're getting adjusted, why do you get adjusted? Now, for all the parents out there, I have a question for you. Has your child been checked? And if not, why? Why have not you had your child checked? Now, knowing how important posture is, how posture can be affecting our health, and how easily posture can be can be shifted because of all the different traumas that we experience through our lifetime, from the physical stresses, the chemical stresses, and also the mental stresses that we happen with it too. So we want to make sure that you're able to make a difference in someone's lives, make a difference in your family's lives, your children's lives. Make sure that they get checked by a chiropractor. Hope you guys have a great week, a great month. We look forward to talking to you next month.